a retro gamer and hobbyist artist with a lot of nerve. Crolister, the master of ponage. Hi guys, Crolister here with this week's How to Freehand Draw a Character video for the Super Smash Bros. Series. This week I did Lady Palutena from Kid Icarus. This one took me a little while to draw compared to some of the previous characters because of the detail on her toga and her equipment, the staff and stuff, and her hair, all that. So, this one's going to be a longer one than these usually are. So to start, we're going to draw the helix shapes on her kind of crown on the sides of her head. The outer ends of the helixes should be facing away from each other, and I'm not that good at doing them on command without facing one of them the wrong way, so I had to really halt and pay attention. That should be a decent size for the whole canvas. And then we're going to draw what look like leaves kind of coming out of the insides of them, like, along the lines of like this. Some of this will be simplified, just for the record. It's just so you get the idea on how to draw her freehand, based on what she looks like on the Smash amiibo, which is what I use for a reference for most of the characters I'm doing, since I have every single Smash character's amiibo. And I will get the ones for, the next Smash once it eventually comes as well, even though they're going to be a lot more expensive. Hey, that's ultra high def gaming for you. So we got a division down the middle for her hair going down her face, and then we're going to draw a red gem on the headdress just on her forehead. Then, the hair on her sides. Then we can start doing the face. No lipstick needed for Palutena. Just like the character I did last week, Zero Suit Samus. Not all girls have to have lipstick, you know. They do have to have eyelashes, though, in freehand drawing, so you can distinguish gender and all. That's why all of my female Pokemon OCs have eyelashes. Alright, we're gonna do the top of her hair. Or almost all of them, I mean. Still. We're gonna do the back of her hair last, because her hair is just massive, and I need to draw the rest of her body a little bit more. So we're gonna do, try to do the chin. It's a bit better. She has a cuff around her neck. Right there. Shoulder. Get a start on her right arm. Then we're going to draw the pendant that she has on her torso. She has some gold chains connecting it with her neck choker. think a cross with arrow tips for the sides and bottom. And then we're going to give it 4 more spokes on the diagonals. Do some of the torso. On her right bicep, she has a golden cuff. Then we're gonna draw a gauntlet around her wrist to her elbow. She also has a big bracelet around her right gauntlet as well. Ah. Right, you stupid touchpad. In her right hand should be her staff. She has her shield on her left hand. That must mean she's right-handed. Alright, we're gonna try to keep this as straight as possible as I draw the staff. Alright, we're going to draw the top part of the staff now. In the final picture, I make the ball on the tip of the staff bigger. And then we have these curves on the sides. Let me try to level that a bit more. That's better. And another line down them to show the blue segments. I'll do the bottom of the staff later. Dark red colored lining around her toga at the top. Then I proceed to do the waist. Try to make it proportional to her body. Then we're going to go just a little bit down on the side and draw this orb shape, which connects her belts with her waist. Then we're going to draw the first one. Buckle. we're gonna draw her medallions, and I'm gonna simplify it because, you know. Then we're gonna remove the waistline that I drew because it's not an actual gown like what Peach and Rosalina wear, for example. It's more like a toga. So we're gonna draw fold lines instead. Then we're gonna draw another belt just below her medallions. And I'm gonna do these medallions off camera as well, because it took a while to draw them. I didn't want the video to be that long, so some of it has to be done off cam. We're gonna fold the bottom part of the toga down onto her right leg. And a bottom lining. And then we're going to draw another piece of fabric just underneath it, going in the same proportion. That's looking decent to me. Now we move on to the feet and shoes. She has a golden anklet only on her right, and the buckles on her right shoe are a lot lesser than they are on the left one. One of the few cases where a character doesn't get criticized for their shoes not matching. It's long lines, this. And then on her left leg, she actually has a tall sock. Kind of weird how she has only one sock. Oh well. The top of it should have, like, lace. And she has a lot more straps on this leg as well. Alright, this one should have a strap going around her ankle right there, like I draw. Then she has some X-shaped straps just above, which I'll do some on cam and some off cam, so you know. Make it look along the lines of like this. Alright, now we're going to finish up the staff and do the bottom part of it, which should go right to the ground. And we'll draw the bottom piece. Make a kind of upside down vase shape. And then a triangle. Now I gotta do the left arm. Palutena kinda has a point that a character can still look good despite having asymmetrical clothing. She has a much larger gauntlet that covers her entire left arm. The top part of it has tufts in a helix shape similar to her crown. As I looked at the amiibo a little bit better there. And as I decided to start the whole arm over. And this is where I draw the helix shape. It's basically kind of like that, I guess. Do her hand at the end of the gauntlet there. And then we're going to draw a strap on the wrist for her shield. I'm going to simplify the shield. I'm just going to draw a simple rounded shape to show the key points of the shield. And I also didn't draw the little ropes that dangle on the bottom of it. So the outside of the shield should have a gold rim around the perimeter. And then the middle of the shield is cerulean. Alright, we're gonna move what I've drawn so far down a little. And then we're gonna draw the back of her hair, which it's just massive cape-like hair. Make the hair branch off at the bottom. Alright, let's get this goddess of light colored. So much to color all at once with this one. That was a lot of coloring I needed to do. We're gonna give her green eyes. Matches her hair. Alright, then I do the background. And then optionally, you can do her little halo effect behind her head. I'm doing this on a different layer, and I know I'm not doing it right here. So, basically, just do a ball on the bottom side of a ring. Like, I'll just skip ahead to do. And then 6, kind of hot dog shaped spokes on 3 on each side. Like this. Or, kinda. Like this. Alright, here's the final picture. I call this one Shining Goddess. One detail that I didn't do during the base recording is that she has a little rope hanging on the bottom of her shield, which I added for the final picture. So yeah, there's Lady Palutena from Kid Icarus, the goddess Pit is Loyalty from the Kid Icarus games, and a character addition in Smash for 3DS and Wii U. And yeah. Not much I have to say here. This was hard to draw, and it definitely took a while. So, yeah. Just wanted to get one of the more complex ones over with. Consider subscribing or at least checking out my channel if you like any of the franchises I have listed here, because I do plan to talk about them a lot and want to keep doing so for my channel. I am a hobbyist artist that makes a lot of fan art of different game characters and franchises I like, and will occasionally come out with Let's Plays of mostly retro games I have that I feel like are worth playing for sport on my channel. I do have quite a lot planned, so consider checking me out. I will be doing another character from Super Smash Bros. Weekly on my choice, and can take requests for any character as long as it's a video game character you might want me to draw. And check out the ones I've done already also. So that's going to wrap up this week's drawing video. I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.